Welcome back to the eSports Report. I'm Chris Puckett. We were just talking about the X Games. If you missed the news, Benson is going to be joining Fwiz and I in Austin, Texas to commentate the event. We've got 3 awesome days laid out, with the first 2 being mostly group play before the final 4 will face off, and our single elimination bracket will determine who's facing off in that bronze medal match, as well as who will be walking home with the first ever eSports gold medal. That's happening June 6th through the 8th in Austin, Texas at the MLG X Games Invitational. Once again, your passes now available on Ticketmaster.com/X Games. But from Call of Duty to a PC title, it's time to talk Hearthstone. Now, yesterday we were talking about Dota 2 and the incredible amount of money, the amount of prize money that is coming into esports thanks to the community. That is being done through the compendium. So, Dota 2 already with a $6,200,000 prize pool. It is raising every single day, with the end goal being around $10 million. Now, while a lot of other games are going to be looking at that saying, wow, that's awesome, we wish we could do it, there's still a lot of money being given out. And some of the big money to talk about on today's show is Hearthstone's announcement today. The Blizzard card game is going to be awarding $250,000 in prize money, $100,000 to a single person. So that's something interesting to point out here. A lot of prize money that you see, for example, the Call of Duty Championships $1 million prize pool. That's for 4 players on a team. Hearthstone, a 1v1 game. First place going to walk home with $100,000. Second place, $50,000. And they pay out all the way through 16th place. I've been told there's going to be qualifiers leading up to it. And Hearthstone, I don't know, man. If you haven't played it, it's pretty addicting. It's a card game. It's got some of the best characters from Blizzard's history, all of their different game modes. And here's a look at some of the intro action. Hearthstone, if you haven't played it yet, it is free to play from Blizzard Entertainment. I know Jake, Solid Jake GG, if you follow him on Twitter, he's going to be looking to get into this game more, doing some card giveaways, and leading up to the big BlizzCon event, he will be talking about all of the qualifiers, who's doing well, who is struggling, who can we expect to take home the big money. Hearthstone, if you're into it, $250,000 on the line. You could earn a spot by fighting through those qualifiers. So from PC titles, back to Call of Duty now. We have some news regarding the Call of Duty League. MLG is currently in Season 2. We have 12 of the best teams competing for 8 spots in the Season 2 playoffs. That'll be the international playoffs held in Anaheim at the end of June 20th through the 22nd. Well, so far, we got this team Denial eSports, who started off really hot. They were in the top 4 for a while, but recently they've dropped down to 6th place. And this week, some news came up. It was actually late last night. Zuma gave us the news that Perplex, the captain, is going to be stepping down. You had Legal, Perplexed, Vexed, and Zuma as the original 4. Well, Perplexed, he's going to take a break, focus a little bit more on school. And in the meantime, Denial is going to be bumping up one of their substitutes. Noxide is going to be filling in as the full-time 4th through the remainder of the league. At least that seems to be the plan. Noxide, a very good player. We saw him. He was a hot commodity picked up right before the U.S. Championships. Unfortunately, did not qualify for Call of Duty Championships, but he will be joining this young Denial squad and hoping to bring them up from their current 6th place position. Here is the tweet from Zuma. Perp leaving actually hurts because we've been like brothers. I'm still extremely motivated to win and will do whatever it takes for the Wolfpack. So Zuma seems a little bit upset and not necessarily saw this one coming through, but I want to get him on the line to talk about it. Ron, is Zuminator available now? Not yet. All right, we'll get him on after the commercial break. But I want to talk a little bit about this Denial squad, because this is a team I had my eye on. If you remember, Denial actually qualified back under the name of Erupt Gaming. They came through in the Season 2 play-in tournament. It was an online tournament where only the top 2 teams would move on. Vex got the top spot in that tournament by winning the winner's bracket. However, Erupt, or now Denial, made their way through the losers. The big surprise, though, was once they got into the COD League. They started playing teams like Optic Gaming, Envy, FaZe Black, FaZe Red. Gave all of the big-name squads some trouble, and they were in the top 4 for the first 2 weeks. Recently, they've struggled a little bit, dropping down to 6th place, but they're still sitting at that 500 mark. Let's take a look at where they stood going into May 21st. That is yesterday's standings. So EG sitting on top. Optic Gaming, Envy tied for second at 19-9. FaZe Black 17-11. Then you see the big drop off, 15-13, and Denial at 14-14 in the top 6. Denial could very easily pass FaZe Red once again if they have a good day or two. They also could fall behind. They're getting chased by a team like Vex Gaming. Cursed Black still in the mix as well. So Denial in a really interesting part of the league right now, considering we're more than halfway through. 22 matches is the halfway point. So far, they've played 28. Only the top 8 will be moving on to Anaheim. And this squad is definitely going to be one to keep an eye on. We'll be talking with the new captain of this Denial squad. Zuma is going to be coming on the show a little bit later. In fact, we're going to go to a quick commercial break right now to get him set up. We'll be back with Zuma to talk about the Denial move and what it means for this organization moving forward.